Once again, guys, back. And once again, still continuing my thoughts or recap slash reviews. This is thoughts so far on another series that I was a little bit edgy watching because I didn't like the art direction it was going. But I sat down last week. It came on last week, and I was gonna do it last week, but I forgot. I'm only human. But this is my thoughts so far on the first three episodes so far. And that's the fourth installment of Cartoon Network's most highest rating show, Ben 10. Ben 10 Omniverse, excuse me. Um, when I saw the direction of this from watching the last series, and once again, it ended with Ben pretty much getting a new Omnitrix that Admus gave him and everything like that, and looks like he's going to be back in the game. But in this series now, it's Ben still is 16 years old, but he doesn't look his age. He doesn't look, once again, the art direction is more like how Transformers animated and the new Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated kind of, it has that kind of look to it. So when I watched it, I sat down and watched it, and the first episode, the first two pilot episodes, was showing Kevin, Gwen, and Ben chasing down one of their old school enemies, Zombozo, that clown, that evil-looking clown, and he's carrying a brain. I'm like, what the hell? But after they're able to catch him and catch him, Kevin and Gwen, well, basically Gwen tells Ben that she's going away to college. And so, and Ben's all like, well, you could have stayed in Brentwood, I think that's the name of the town they live in, and go to college here. But she wanted to go outside of the town and go to college outside. And so Ben's like, okay, well, just me and you, Kevin, we'll do this. And Kevin says, well, that's the thing. I found a residence right near her. Basically, he's going to go with her. That is his girlfriend, so he's going to stay with her. So pretty much now it's, Gwen's back on his own. Ben's back on his own, and he's figured, well, now I'm back on my own. I can do this myself. However, Grandpa's like, well, you're not going to. We'll team you up with a new partner, a rookie partner called Rook. His name is Rook, and he's pretty much a cool character that is all by the books. He's heard of Ben. He's heard the legend of Ben 10 and everything like that. He went through the Plumber's Academy, everything like that. He's got all these cool weapon and armor and things like that. But he's really straightforward. He's by the book, and that's what we see in this. Now, the Omnitrix it seems that every incarnation they like to bring Ben back to the basics, where when he's trying to use his Omnitrix and okay, come on, big chill, and something else comes out. They've gone back to where it's not, the master code's not there, or he's got a little bit of control over the Omnitrix. He can choose what he is. But in a sense, in the first two, we get to see that Ben gets to tour the alien underground, like underneath the city. There's like a whole city of aliens now that have like an underground city. They got a marketplace, they got this and that, a train system and everything. And we also get to see that past villains want a rematch with Ben. Like people that used to work with Vilgax and people like that. The first two episodes dealt with Vilgax's right-hand man, and he's trying to get a revenge on Ben. And we also see Ben using new aliens and stuff like that, which is cool. But the show actually goes back and forth through time. Like in the beginning, it shows Ben when he was 10 years old, and then it comes fast forwards to now, which was kind of interesting. Which makes you understand that's why that there's going to be a time. I'm banking there's going to be a time when the two Bens cross over again. But yeah, it was interesting. But all in the fold through the first episodes, we see that there's a new villain called Kyber. He's like this intergalactic hunter that is stalking Ben through the first two episodes and using his like Shamir-like, dog-like creature to like test him. Like this dog-like character can morph into different different kind of creatures, and he's always going sicking his creature on Ben, and Ben's got to defend it, and he's testing Ben to see what he can do. Does the legend live up to what's in front of us? Um, Everybody still comes back to reprise their voice, kept, Ben, everybody like that. Some of the new aliens are pretty cool. There's this new alien that is kind of like a walking Lego set in a way, and he can like make himself into a Lego set, like a whole build himself around people, and that was pretty cool. But in the third episode, we got to see a new alien that controls gravity, like gravity or graviton, or somebody like that who can control gravity. And he was pretty cool because he was able to use that character to help defeat this like gang that was using these aliens as a power source in the episode that passed, which was fine. We didn't see Kaiba in this episode, but we did get a sense of we're really starting to see the partnership really become a whole now in this episode, because Ben and Rook are working together really well. Um, in a sense of not, Ben looking at just calling him rookie, like, watch me go into action. Well, you stay back and watch this. You know, what I don't like about the series is that they still have Ben being very arrogant and like, I'm Ben 10, I saved the galaxy, all this, and he's not looking at it like, he's still not matured enough. He's still this brash teenager, this, full of himself in a sense. But I thought it was fine. It was fine. The animation does, after a while you get used to it. But it's still a classic Ben 10 series that the series has already been scheduled for 6 seasons. Can you believe that? 6 seasons of a total of 60 episodes. So it's going to be 10 episodes per season. And the first season will end sometime in November. Um, and that's fine, but yeah, it just shows you right there how much faith Cartoon Network has in this show. Because of the past, Ben 10 shows have been highly rated. It's the highest rating Cartoon Network animated series. I'm not even joking about that. I'm straight up about that. Um, but I did enjoy it. It's fine so far. I'm looking forward to seeing more with the villain. It looks like there's going to be a season villain for these seasons, and this guy Kyber is the first. He's like a mixture of the Predator and Craven, all those mixed together, and it's cool. Don't mind too much. I do like some of the aliens. Some of the aliens' designs have changed a little bit. Like Spider Monkey, he looks a little different. Stinkfly, people like that. I still have not get to see my favorite, Big Chill, but hopefully we'll see him around. Uh, we've seen forearms and people like that, but a lot of the new aliens that are being showcased are pretty good. Pretty good. Um, Rook really wants to know because he still feels that the legend of Ben 10 is not really, because he heard a legend of this Alien X, and he's like, then turn to Alien X for me. And Ben's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And so he's like, okay, then that must be a legend. That's the legend. Those are one of the legends I hear about. And Ben's like really arguing with him, like, no, it's real, but we all know the consequences of him turning into Alien X. There's like the two minds got to come to agree with everything, and Ben could be stuck as Alien X for years or forever because the two minds can't come together in a sense. And we saw the consequences of Alien X way back in a previous installment of Ben 10. But overall, I I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. But as you know, guys, I don't do episode reviews. I do the pilot, the first episodes, or the pilot, and then I do the season finale. Um, as always. But yeah, I was fairly impressed of it. It was fine. The artwork has to get used to, but since I'm used to Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, which I still comes on, but it comes on weekdays at 2 o'clock. And even though I had watched Transformers animated through to the end, I did not like the show, but I did watch it all the way through the end. It's that hit how gave me a little ways to get used to the animation. But hopefully we'll see Ben maybe sometime in the future installment where he's maybe 18 or so, or he's a little older now, where it's gearing more up to him becoming Ben 10,000 that we've kept seeing. Like, we know he's going to become this guy sometime soon, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, as of now, he's still 16. He's still kind of a little arrogant and brash, but he is getting used to his new partner. And the way I look at the partnership between Ben and Rook is Ben's supposed to be the veteran, and Rook is still like more based on by the book. He's by the book of everything and things like that. But it is a continuation of the last series. It's not a new series. It's a continuation of the last series because you get a sense of what is coming into it. But other than that, I enjoyed it, guys. So other than that, you guys take care.